the second Friday of March 1925. All along the coastline, a strange fog rolls in as a cold, early spring rain drenches the surrounding area. There are quiet and localized reports of people disappearing in the fog, monsters lurking in the mist, and strange lights out on Long Island Sound. We join our heroes in the purple downpour at Louis' Lunch on Crown Street in New Haven, Connecticut. There they were confronted with a grim sight, the transformation of a man into a thrall of some otherworldly creature. Right before the scuffle began, the gang was alerted to the name of the being spoken in whispers that Dagon. Now, Olivia Callahan, the hex being played by Kevin, hears the whispers of this insidious being, while John G. Leatherhead, the monster being played by Patrick, is hungry for the first time in hundreds of years. Meanwhile, Harry Q. Schneider, the crooked, and S. Harper Thompson, the pararomantic, played by Meade and Cody respectively, are clueless to the strange goings-on inside the restaurants and instead are transfixed by the strange purple rain that drenches the outdoors. This is CT Noir, and I am your keeper, Tyler Bjarnason. Once again, welcome to the show. This is episode 1, which is titled, Don't Take Any Wooden Nickels. A few notes before we start the show. Our opening music is the 12th Street Rag, recorded by Edison Records in 1920. The name of this game system is Monster of the Week, created by Michael Sands. If you are tuning to this show via Twitch, and you or someone you know has an Amazon Prime account, you can link them for Prime Gaming, and also use Prime Gaming to subscribe to a Twitch channel of your choice. It'd be awful swell if you chose mine. Also through Twitch, there are Twitch bits. They're worth about $0.01 each, and I get a cut of that dough if you spend them here. Lastly, I have a tip jar over at streamlabs.com/BigBiani. Without further ado, here is this week's episode of CT Noir.
Yeah, isn't that great? I threw that together, and it's not terrible. That's probably going to be the format for the rest of the show going forward. But yeah, anyway, if you are tuning in, be it on Twitch or Facebook, hi, welcome to the show. I'm Tyler. I'm the keeper, the game master, dungeon master, if you want to call it, really. And yeah, so what we did last time was we made characters and kind of set up a bit of the world. And today or tonight I should be saying, we're going to really be getting into the nitty gritty of what the hell is going on. So without further ado, I'm gonna, here's the schedule. High schedule. So tonight we're doing Tabletop Tuesday. We started at 9. Tomorrow, tomorrow actually I'm taking the day off, but Kevin and Brian are going to be playing Far Cry 5, I think. I don't know. I'm going to let them figure that out. But there will be a stream tomorrow at 8:30. I just won't be there. Other than that, yeah, as I already took care of most of the housekeeping, and we'll probably take care of most of that during the break. So I think at this point, I'm just going to pop over to the game and hear what the rest of the folks have to say. Yeah. Oh, there we go.
So
today I learned
playing
that
Far Cry
ovenable
5.
is a word.
That what is?
Ovenable.
I don't know.
Yeah, man.
Does it mean what I think it means?
Able to be used in an oven. Yes.
Huh.
Huh.
That's a line of questioning that I just had several thoughts like that ovenable, and then I realized I should stop thinking. Anyway, yeah. So does everyone have their sheets ready? Not just their character sheets, but also the resources stuff, y'all got the things?
What the heck is with the Trojan ads on frickin' Twitch?
Oh.
Why is Trojan on Twitch?
They know their audience.
Well, if they knew their audience, they'd
No,
realize
they don't.
No, they don't. Hold on.
The Venn diagram of people who fuck and people who are watching Twitch all day is two separate circles.
I have a follow-up question.
What? Where's the line, Mead?
What about people who are who stream on Twitch?
They're not seeing their ads, are they?
Okay.
Yeah.
But also the answer is also no.
I need for myself. I need the hunter reference. I need grid move. Yeah. I got those pulled up for my. Anyone have any questions on their sheets before we like just
Are
start getting cracking at this?
are
Guys, you look
these
pretty
maps of New Haven, Connecticut from 1925?
I think they're both from 1921, but yeah.
That's dope.
Is this a redlining map?
I think so.
Maybe?
That is a distinct possibility, yes.
Found them in Harvard's archive. One of them you can draw on it with pen.
Is V cool?
And I found Crown Street on one of them, so I know kind of sort of where you guys at Louis. Like,
Oh, I was just at I was just at 7 Point the other day.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
nice. And actually looking at this, I realized that you guys are fairly close to the water. Like the
Yeah, everything's pretty close to the water.
well, it was closer back
it's
then.
like it's a harbor town.
Yeah, well, because they have filled in a bunch of the harbor. Yeah. Anyways,
Yeah, I mean Long Wharf was
actually long.
And a wharf.
Yeah.
not just the food truck place.
Oh God,
The
food
food truck
trucks
place.
though. Yeah, like
They also
legitimately.
built I-91 like right over the top of this.
Yeah, that was done in the 50s. We stole the highway
Yeah.
system from Germany.
Thanks, Dwight.
Welcome. Yeah. So, does anyone have any questions about their sheets before we get super nutso?
What was the West River even doing?
That's
Being to the west.
yeah, and a river.
No, but like, look at it.
I'm looking at.
Yeah, what about it?
Why does it have that like? They cut a channel in it, and then just let it be there. Like they let it go its own way, and also they cut a channel.
Yeah.
Just
That's all.
Okay. So Kevin, I take it you don't got any questions about your.
No.
General
winging it.
question.
Yes.
So I can use pretty much any move at any time? Like there's no real limit?
Well, so basically, the way that it works is like, I ask you what you do, and you're gonna either like describe a course of action, and I'll be like, oh yeah, give me a whatever, or you're gonna be like, I'm gonna do this thing, and I'll be like, oh yo, what the hell is that? And then you'll explain it to me like, yeah, that sounds great, or you'll be like, hey, can I roll to do a thing? And I'll ask you, hey, why? And then you'll explain, and then I'll be like, yeah, that sounds great. And I'm like, oh yo, it sounds like you actually want to do this thing. And then we'll do that. But it's very much like there's no, like you can only use this so many numbers of times a day or any of that crap. It's all very much like
Okay.
there.
Understood.
Yeah. So where we left you, four and the ghost. You just killed a what was once a man, no longer a man, now a corpse. And Louis is, dealing with that. And it's still raining outside, purple rain. But I think what we're gonna start with is
Love that
John.
song.
You're hungry,
Yeah.
and this burger's the best thing you've eaten in centuries.
Oh yeah. And I'm not sure what
That's
I'm more in like awe and shock of how good the burger is, or the fact that I know how the burger is because I can eat it.
Probably the second one.
Yeah.
Probably the second one.
Okay. So I think I'm gonna try to just finish the burger and see if that was like more than just a one-time phenomenon.
Okay. Yeah. So you're eating
Um,
this burger. And like if anyone were to be like paying attention to the rest of the room, which nobody really is, they would just notice that like there are bites being taken out of the burger comically.
Beautiful.
And it's just
Yeah.
floating there.
I imagine that's sort of just like while the rest of the scene's going on and it's the focus, that's just sort of like
In the background.
visibly in the background.
Yeah. It is most definitely a background gag. So I know that Olivia, you're hearing whispers about this thing called a dagon, whatever that is. And then
I don't know what that is. I'm a little bit more than a little bit concerned about it, but like
Yeah, well, hey, look, it's just
Sounds a
like,
little sus.
nefarious whispers speaking directly into your brain that nobody else seems to be able to hear. It's fine, don't worry about it.
yeah, it's that kind of shit. That's exactly
Well, I mean,
actually why I'm a little bit sus.
well, they're just talking about like forbidden secrets and
Also,
stuff.
purple sphere. Excuse me, purple kind of sus.
Okay.
Yeah, purple definitely kind of sus.
Yeah, white kind of sus, bitch.
Yeah, and then Harry Q and S Harper, you guys doing? Because you two seem to be the most normal guys besides Louis.
Fucking A.
I am also having a burger.
Just
Kind
like
of wondering why there's one floating next to me, but not questioning it. Like I
Okay.
see it, I recognize that it's happening, but you know what? This burger's too good for me to deal with that right now.
I imagine both of us just sort of like we both have our burgers. We both notice that we're each looking at each other, although you can't see me. And at the same time, we just like sort of slowly take another bite. Like, okay, this is weird, but we're gonna keep going with it.
Isn't life grand?
Let me see. I'm gonna try a spirit touched.
oh yeah, what's that?
So my experiences have made me sensitive to the supernatural. When I sense magical things, roll plus weird. On a 10 plus, I can sense them fully. 7 and 9, I choose. I either sense them fully, but they notice me too, or I sense only impressions.
Okay. Yeah,
Um,
I definitely say, considering, first of all, you just saw a zombie almost directly out of Pirates of the Caribbean, get electrocuted by lightning that came out of a lady's hand,
Part of the ship, part of the crew, part of the ship.
while it's got purple rain outside, and also that you think there might be a floating sandwich, but you're not entirely sure. Yeah, things are definitely weird. I definitely give me that weird roll.
it's R 2d6, 2d6, right?
Yes.
Correct. That's gonna be your everything
let's see.
dice.
Oh, fucking 2. Great.
Ooh, crit fail.
March
It's
experience.
Shit.
definitely mark experience.
Yep,
Oof.
So what happens when you fail that roll, Cody?
nothing. I don't. It just nothing comes to me.
It's just like
Oh, okay.
I just feel weird things, and I don't know why.
maybe it was something you ate.
Probably
I'm
something
like-
I ate.
Oh, he looked at me.
Wait, is this gonna be a game where I try to get into Patrick's pants again?
No,
And
Patrick's
they
trying to
again-
get into my pants.
yeah.
Oh damn it! Is it
Me,
Cody,
You're
are
trying to
you-
get into my pants.
Oh, that's right. You're a woman too. I forgot.
I,
Ugh.
Today on sentences I thought I'd never have to say.
Well, no,
that-
Patrick's not a woman.
Oh god, I want to slam my face through a wall for
Then
many.
do it
Okay.
Patrick's not into that.
and decrease the surplus population.
Surprisingly, wait, never mind.
Oh, so Patrick is canonically into fucked up shit. Good to know.
Okay.
No, I was. Never mind.
Let's avoid the topic that is being, broadcast live on the internet.
yeah, let's not violate terms of services super hard today. Only a little.
Yeah.
Yeah, we want to dance around the topic.
Yeah. So it is.
Do
It
I
is
do a
still.
little jig or like what kind of dance are we talking about?
I think it was probably more like a cha-cha slide.
See, I was
That's not real
thinking more of
smooth.
like a powwow type of dance around a circle, but
Okay.
Hey, that's
real smooth.
So it is. It is still like coming down.
hey, why
in
do I hear xylophones?
Jeez.
So the purple rain outside is coming down in not literal sheets, but like it is, and you notice that it's like started to stain glass, like this purple color. You know,
Kind of sus.
kind of sus. It would be kind of cool if also you didn't just watch a man become nautical zombie. And you see the occasional car go by now. See that there are, as you're in this rather small building, you do see like you have seen one person walk by in an umbrella. But the streets for New Haven have been pretty quiet for a day afternoon. And it rain shows no signs of stopping anytime.
Or did you bring some corn for popping?
I did.
Well, in that case, let us go. Let us go. Let us go.
Hey Tyler,
I'm gonna
Can
grab
you-
another burger and just follow in the background.
Tyler,
Enough
can you
that
do
they
me a
don't see
favor?
floating
Yeah,
burger.
I might be able to.
Is Kevin up in his room at the moment? Okay. Can you go up and slap him, please?
I will.
You started this bit.
ah, Jesus Christ, ladies.
Cody, shut the fuck up.
You're the one who started the "Let It Snow" reference.
No, Tyler
You cannot fault. You cannot blame me for finish. No, you said, "Did you bring some corn for poppin'?"
did. Oh shit. Yeah. Okay, that's my fault. Kevin,
I-
I'm sorry. I asked Tyler to slap you without reason. Or let me rephrase that, Kevin. I'm sorry. I asked Tyler to slap you under false pretenses.
I know the
Anyways,
reason you
can I
asked
read a
him.
bad situation?
Oh yeah, you can absolutely read that situation.
Great. Let's see what I get.
Let's try. Hey, that's better than
Hey.
last time.
All right. Are there any dangers we haven't noticed?
Like it is like it is March in New England raining, but it looks like it is extreme. It looks like it's really cold outside. You notice that like as you've been in here, there has been fog condensing on the side of and also you hear like faintly off in the distance like a popping sound, kind of like a 45 ACP popping sound.
So gunshots.
Yeah, gunshots.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
That's great. All right.
You also hear things, foghorn. But then again, being so close to Harper, that one's not. But probably it's cold and also gun probably are
What is this? 1936.
25.
Tyler. So we don't like. I don't have any reason to go towards gunshots. Like, um. So I'm not a huge fan of that. But can I guess read a bad situation as well?
Yeah, sure.
Cool. I have different questions I want to ask. And that's sharp, right?
Yes.
A knife or knife.
It's not +2, it's +1. I
Nice.
got an 11.
Ask questions.
Questions. Yeah. Also, Tyler, I don't know if it's me or if it's you, but you're kind of quiet.
He sounds normal to me.
Same. I mean, I'm not
Okay.
listening to stream audio, so I don't know.
I'm
what it
also
sounds
not
like.
listening to the stream audio. I'm just listening to my own.
Oh, wild. Usually it's, you're fine here but quiet on the street. I'll take the this. I'll take the this. Anyway, yeah. So you're asking.
No, I think it's just for me.
Oh,
Oh, that's better. Hold on, I fixed it.
oh, good. So you're asking me 3 Christians off the what's my best way in, what's the best way out? Are there any dangers? What's most vulnerable? Best way to list? You're asking me 3 of those?
Yes, that is the questions of which I am choosing. And
Yeah.
what I'm going to choose is what's my best way out?
Okay.
And I'm meaning that kind of abstract, like just what would be my best way to safely get out?
Of the building, probably
Like, do
through.
the people? I guess basically, like I see people with umbrellas, right?
Yeah. You've seen
And they're
like 2
walking, and
people.
they're not turning into these fucking weird things.
No, they're not.
Okay. Cool. Then my second question is going to be what's the best way to protect the victims?
So the one guy you've seen turn into this sort of like ocean thrall, um, he was soaked, right? He was wet. And the best way to protect him was you put him down.
Right.
But you kind of surmise the reason that like, well, don't get wet. We shouldn't necessarily turn into thralls. So that's good. What's your
Okay.
third sexy question?
Um.
Where the fuck's the ball yarn? Where'd you go? Come here.
What's the, I guess? Huh.
Hold on to that next question for later.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay, sounds good to me.
Did you answer the first one or?
The best way out
Yeah.
gets the front door. There's only one door in the building.
Undercover.
Yeah, undercover front door, or some people
Okay.
just call it the door.
Which undercover actually makes me think of something.
Yeah.
Hey, if you guys want to get out of here, we can. If you guys stay close to me, I think we can actually get out of here.
Well, what's your plan? You gonna like hold up a table or something here?
Something like that. It's not. It's a little more sophisticated than that, but it's same basic concept. And Tyler,
Yeah.
we're gonna do a class specific thing.
Okay.
In which I am going to use my rote that I've called Face Shield.
Oh, that's nice. It's
Well, I'm gonna roll weird, and then I'm gonna tell you. This is sort of acting on the information that I got
yeah,
from
I'd
reading
say
a
you can
bad
add your
situation,
+1
right?
there. Yeah.
Cool. That's gonna be a 12.
Nice.
Yeah, that's
So what's gonna happen is that I'm gonna step outside and pull them with me. But sorry, is there like an overhang?
yeah. There's a small little overhang.
Okay. So I like go out and because it's bad luck to create a magical umbrella indoors.
Fuck.
And I channel this spell using the amulet that I keep around my neck, and it is a bubble of force that forms around me. Not huge, but it is big enough that 4 people and 1 ghost can stand underneath it. And it's gonna have the tags 1 harm, close magic barrier, forceful, 3 armor.
That's a lot of tags.
Yeah, but I copied pretty much all of them from the straight from the spell slingers.
Yeah, that's
actually
good. Yeah.
And so it's gonna what forceful means is that if projectiles are deflected off of it, it or like if things are hit by it, then it is as if I got the force it where you want it effect. That's just for you, so that you know what that tag actually does, Teller.
I have them open.
Well, that's
I
good.
should probably be sitting in frame, huh? There we go.
No.
No? Okay.
That's fine.
I think there we go. All right. Yeah, so what's the plan now that you're out on the street? Are you guys gonna like get in the cars, or like what's
Well, this is taking a decent amount of my concentration.
okay?
So that's where I'm at.
I'm going to continue to float behind them, mainly behind Cody, trying not to be in a creepy way, although I am a ghost, so I feel like that's kind of implied.
That might be a default sort of thing.
Yeah, but
And you're so basically there is a floating burger now. what you're saying.
Yeah, say about half a burger. Yep. Just sort of following you guys. I don't know if y'all take awareness of that or not, but
I mean, I know that you're there, but like, I'm down with it.
Honestly, I feel like at this point, a floating burger is not the weirdest thing happening.
Yeah.
which is why I feel okay doing it.
And like the sidewalk is slick with this purple rain. The now purple sidewalk. And like you've noticed that this stuff has clinged pretty much everything. But now that you're outside, like, and also you notice that it is cold. It's like closer to, like, it is pretty close to 32. Or 0 if you Celsius. So now that you're out on the street, what's the plan?
I don't know, Kevin's character. What is the plan? How are we gonna stop this this weird ass fucking rain?
Tyler,
That's me.
do I know anybody at Yale who might be able to like help us with this, or like in the city who might have answers for what the hell this stuff is and why it's like what and why it is and how to stop it?
Hang on. Quick. You're asking me a good question.
That's a question I probably should have asked before we left the hamburger place.
Probably.
But at the same time, like this is just my thought process, so it's not like I'm just standing here in an idle animation while I figure this out. Like,
Yeah, no. I assume that like let.
I just did my actions in the wrong order.
You think back and you realize that there is
Like, I think canonically we decided that I like came down here to study the occult stuff.
yeah, no, the thing that you immediately recall is there was that that coast survey scientist who given a talk at Yale, giving talks at Yale this week.
Okay.
Some guy named like Jones or something. I mean, you didn't really pay too much
God
attention
damn it.
because that seemed a bit too over your head. But yeah, there was some Jones guy that you could probably talk to, or one of the dudes that he's probably in charge of.
Hold on.
That good for you, Mead?
There's making a reference.
I do not understand the reference.
Don't have to.
I'm going to slap all of you because you should get this reference and you don't, and you should feel bad that you don't.
Are you making a joke about Ernest Lester Jones?
Not a joke.
Or a reference to?
Yes.
Kevin, you're trying too hard.
No, he's the guy who founded Noah, right?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Well,
Okay.
he was the director of the Geodetic Survey, which became the NOAA Corps. But anyway, what's nice about a historical game is like I don't have to create NPCs. I just have to do a search on Wikipedia. I got a lot of names in my Google. Like, there's this other guy that's in charge of the BOI. He's a
Yeah.
He's a merchant, probably.
Merchants probably.
Thank you.
But yeah, this seems like a like, well, if you want to talk about rain, probably a sciencey guy. If you want to talk about the occult, there is you could talk to if they're in a good mood, the Knights of the Templars do have their headquarters in, but you also
I
have
didn't
your
realize
your
the
usual
Um. Hey,
Let's
they were
talk,
in New Haven.
yeah.
What?
Interesting. I didn't know that.
Who's
Yeah.
in New Haven?
Knights of the Templar.
Or am I thinking of the Knights of Columbus?
Yeah, I was gonna
It's
say,
the-
I'm like, hold on, did
It's
you
Knights of-
mean
my
Knights
dad works
Templar
at Knights of
or
Columbus,
the
it's Knights of
KOC?
Columbus.
It's
What if-
KFC.
Oh yeah, it's Knights of the. Excuse me, I got my real cool secret organizations mixed. Sorry.
Yeah.
One of them is a
One of
bit-
them isn't that secret.
or cool.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
Ah,
look,
take that, Patrick's dad.
I'm sure Patrick's dad is perfectly interesting. Is he?
Yeah, I'll say things off stream that could not compromise things.
if you want to hear those conversations, subscribe to my OnlyFans and check out Orange YouTube for. Anyway, Olivia, yeah, you got a couple of options of people you could hit up to ask information about. You could talk to. Wouldn't you like to know Weather Boy or ooh spooky secret stuff?
I think I would kind of be more inclined to follow up with the spooky, scary skeleton kind of
Send
people.
shivers down your spine.
Yeah, okay. And where do you typically follow up these occult leads? Like, tell me, like, is that a get in the car? Or is that a walk? Is that a like what's the deal? How do you
Let me
typically?
let me consult my map. I say as I don't actually know where the people are that I am consulting.
Oh, okay.
Actually, I do know where they are. Because there's an entire street named for it. Which street are we on, Tar?
Crown.
Okay.
Let me look at the map.
And we're trying to get to Chapel Street.
Wow, that's not.
At the intersection of Chapel and Temple. It's spooky. Oh, that's not very far at all.
No, that's like down the block.
That's like one block up.
Yeah.
So we're gonna walk.
And also, you're right near the Yale campus as well. So it's all pretty.
Well, yeah, I mean, Chapel and Temple is literally middle of Yale's campus. Or middle of Ward number 1.
Yeah.
Right there.
Because the
That
Yale
big
the Yale
square?
campus is on the other side of the green.
From where we are?
Wouldn't it be brown this time of year?
Actually, this time of year is purple.
Oh, okay.
Because of the purple rain.
Ah, right. I forgot about the purple season of March. Really kind of surprises you, takes you up.
Well, usually
Really?
there's that time of purple like in like the like third week of April. It's wild, but
But remember that the first green is gold.
yeah. So who's this occult person that you typically talk to?
Oh, that's a really good question, Tyler. And I totally thought that was the keeper's job to come up with NPCs.
Well, I was thinking like you should have some input in like is this a person you've talked to this person before, right?
I've talked to this person before.
Okay, so you're not like
It,
hitting up a
it
stranger or something.
a no, 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 no. They are a um. I I don't know whether they're a member of something or not, but they're like any sort of secret organization, but they're certainly well connected. They uh I think they have sort of an in academia so that they've been able to access the Yale libraries without uh any trouble as
Okay,
well.
yeah.
Um,
So this dude that you know, his name's Logan. Um,
okay,
Logan Clarkson.
sounds good.
Um, and he is, older. He talks about the war. He was younger back in the war. But the
Well,
Union
everybody
won,
was
so
younger. It was 8 years ago.
no,
Oh,
the Civil War. Um,
how
like
old is this dude?
Enough.
like in his 70s. Like he's
So
old.
60 years ago.
Yeah, like he's in his, mid to late 70s. You're surprised that he's this old and alive. Um, but he's very much the kind of like dude that you would take advice from because apples off the back of a knife kind of guy.
Oh, I like him already.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he's got
Cool.
he runs a pawn shop.
I like it.
And he
All
lives
right,
in
let me
the
check there.
Haunted watch.
yeah, and he lives right above. Yeah. So anyway, you go to Logan's shop and somebody's like, "Ah, yes, welcome. Come in, come in. I'll get you some tea." And he, puts the kettle on. Um,
Puts the kettle on in the pawn shop?
yeah,
Yes,
he's got a little
Cody.
stove there. Um,
Okay.
um, and you kind of look around, and this place is much more set up to, like, if there wasn't a sign outside that said pawn shop, you would think that this is like a restaurant or a sitting lounge or a library because there's like a lot of books on shelves. You notice that like everything does have a price tag on it or a price written on it, but like it's more like a people can just come in here and sit down. Um, and like he's going around. And you see like a lot of weird stuff. Like there's a display case that has a mummy hand and shrunken heads, and a gree bag, and like all this like weird stuff. But it's also like almost like this like it could almost be considered a museum as well. And this guy is offering people tea. Um, if you'd
Oh,
like any.
oh,
Yeah.
I understand.
Okay. Good. How can I help you today, Olivia?
Well, I don't know if you've looked outside, but oh shoot, I did the wrong character voice. Beans.
Ah, beans.
Somehow there's an assassin in here, but that's not important right now.
How can I help you?
Well, we're I don't know if you've seen outside, but it's raining purple out there.
Yeah.
And I heard a voice talk to, I don't, maybe just me. Did anybody else hear the voice?
I didn't hear any voice.
Well, then it was just me, which is a little disconcerting. Not the first time it's happened, obviously, but still a
Oh,
little
well, that's
disconcerting.
probably no good.
And it said the Dagon, the Dagon, something like that.
Dragon.
It was very sort of no, not not the dragon, the Dagon.
Dragon. That's more of a new sort of thing. Let me see what I got. And he's going through a couple stuff, and you see him like, he does pull a couple things off a shelf and looks at it and puts it back. And you notice that he picks up things like he picks up a magnifying glass and puts it back, and he picks up like a jade carving of a dragon and puts it back. And then he kind of looks around for a second like he's misplaced something, and then he he actually, like strokes his beard, and then he kind of puts his finger up like, I remember where it is, and he pulls out a big, thick black leather bound tome, and puts it on the table in the center of the room, and he opens it up. The Dagon. Let's see here. And he starts flipping through things. And you notice that this thing is big and it's indexed alphabetically. You don't recognize some of these letters, by the way. There's the ones with the A and the E together.
Oh, good.
And he's just, flipping through it. It's like, and this guy, and he's like, it'll be a moment. And he's flipping through this, and it'll take him a bit to find some. Does anyone else want to do stuff while they're in here, or just
Let me see. Doo-doo. I don't know.
Okay. I was kind of thinking, like, if anyone else wants to look around a curio shop with some magic stuff.
I mean, sure, I'll go play around with some doodads. I'm not one to
Yeah.
shy away from fucking things up.
You notice that there is like a like on a stand out in the back covered with some dust, there is like a metal breastplate, and like, you think that's kind of interesting, but John, that's yours.
Wait, what?
Like this breastplate in the back of the room is the one that you owned when you were alive. Just there on a shelf, or
Bitch,
not a
what
shelf,
the
a
fuck?
stand. Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to go look at it. Is there any sort of like plaque on it, like describing?
No, it just kind of seems like it's been well taken care of. Like, there's no rust on it, and you can see where there's like been repairs done. But it seems like somebody found it and cleaned it up, but it's just kind of been sitting in the back of this curio shop, collecting dust. And but what's weird is you can see your reflection in it. Like, that's not a thing.
I'm going to immediately look around and see if anybody's like staring at me, like if they know that I'm there. Besides, like Kevin, who's aware of me.
I'm assuming myself and Mead are unaware of.
Yeah, that, like, I'm guessing you all know that there's something else here,
Yeah.
because there was a floating burger, but that's different than if like you physically see me.
Yeah. it gets a bit cold if you're standing near where this thing is. It's a bit cold. But other than that, yeah, and this guy finally, yes, here it is. The dragon. Like he's Mesopotamian. Mentioned, I think he's like the god of the Philistines, maybe? Fish god, merman. What do you, like, what's got you thinking about this Dagon, kid?
Well, it literally told me that that's what it was.
Hmm.
I mean, it called its own name, which was honestly kind of weird. But
No, that's not typically how these things tend to work. Like normally, like you sure
Or-
you're not being
or
contacted
something-
by like a
something was-
cult or something?
no,
That might be.
honestly, I'm not sure about. Honestly, Logan, I'm not sure about much of anything.
I
All I
think
know is that there
I
was
think what we
that there's
got
purple
here.
rainfall in the sky, and a man came in to the hamburger shop, and he was a coral barnacle man.
And he's like, "Oh, you mean like this?" And he spins the book around and points to a drawing that looks very similar to what this man turned into.
The man that I blew up.
Well, not like
yeah,
that's the same. Oh, well, we got ourselves a bit of a conundrum
That's the
here.
one.
Looks like you got yourself
Yeah,
here a
Logan.
problem. It sounds like you got a cult of Dagon around here in these parts, and that's never good because like he's a water and weather entity, and usually when people worship him, you get things like strange creatures coming out of the water, strange weather. So yeah,
Is the water turning people? So, Logan, is this turning? Is the water turning people into those, or are they coming?
I don't fucking
like, is
know.
the
I
rain-
just read this book. I don't know everything.
Well, what does the book say about it, Logan?
The parts I can read talks about them manipulating the weather and creating something called the esoteric mists. With their icon seems to be a thing called the Staff of Dagon. So, yeah. But other than that, I don't know what does or doesn't make their magical powers really work. And of course, that's if you believe all this crap.
Well, Logan, I think it's kind of hard not to believe in it when Reef Man turned into jelly because of purple rain and lightning. There was some lightning.
Okay.
And if I can just throw my hat in the ring here, how did you get this, sir?
Who the
What?
fuck's saying that?
Oh yeah, I
Oh,
good.
wait, Tyler, I forget. Aren't I aware of the ghost? Or is somebody else aware of the ghost? I can't remember.
I think Kevin's.
I know I am unaware.
I am aware of the ghost. Hold on. And I say, Spirit, if you want to, become visible, if you would just not resist this, please. By which I mean, Patrick, if you would like to roll it, help out, I will roll use magic to
Okay.
to
Alright.
make you
Let's do it.
visible.
2d6. What's my modifier for that?
I think it's
No,
cool. It
it's
should be a cool
nothing.
roll.
Oh, 11.
Hey, that's
Nice.
pretty good.
All right.
Now, roll-
And that's gonna be plus weird for me. Patrick, you helped so good.
You're welcome.
But I did not need it because I rolled a 10. So Tyler, I don't know which particular effect of that this is going to be, but that's what I'm trying to do is make Patrick at least partially visible.
Yeah, no, there's like just a dude. He's floating there.
Well, that's not necessarily the weirdest thing I've seen today.
Wow.
Before I got to Louis, I saw a homeless person like jerking off a rat. That was pretty weird.
Yeah, especially in the 20s.
Oh, you're so funny, sir. Hello, everybody. Hello.
Oh, were you eating that sandwich earlier?
Oh, yes, and I have to say, it was quite peculiar that I could eat it. I didn't expect to be able to, and, I haven't been able to eat something in a very long time, and I have to say, I'm impressed both by the fact that I could eat it, and by the fact that I've never had a hamburger before, and it was quite delicious, I have to say. Very, very good invention of your times. I'm quite critical sometimes of some of the more, I'd say, modern day advances, with especially in the culinary.
Ankles. Showing ankles, I get it, yeah.
But yes, sorry, I tend to ramble, especially when I haven't had a conversation with somebody in, a few centuries. But yes, sir, if you were questioning about the legitimacy of some of these extra normal events, I can assure you that hopefully by my own presence, that would be enough proof to the legitimacy of what they are claiming.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, the whole time I'm there, I'm doing that. Like after the first, minute of that, I'm just like, like I'm trying not to be rude, but at the same time, I'm like, can this guy just shut the fuck up already?
Well, it sounds like you got a cult stuff to figure out. Yeah.
Where's my
Yeah.
mouse? Let's see. I guess, investigate a mystery?
Yeah. Sounds right.
That's the key.
Plus sharp. Oh boy, that's a 12.
Yeah, all right. So if you're asking about cult stuff, are you asking about cult stuff or like the esoteric myth?
Are they not intertwined?
Well, there's a set of questions that apply to phenomena.
Thank you, Kevin.
So the
Where's phenomena?
yeah, the questions regarding phenomenon would be: how is this phenomenon doing this? What could fix it, cure it, or slow it down? How far does the effect reach? What will be affected next?
So the plus 12 is any amount, right? Or
You ask.
okay.
I have taken.
So, all right. How do we fix the mist?
So what you've noticed is the only person you turned is this guy worked on a fishing, and he was soaked with it. So you kind of deduce that like someone would have to be soaked in this purple rain to transform. Like you walked here with your force field and feel fine. You notice the people walking out with their umbrellas seem to be fine. So it's like one of those, like, you need a massive amount of it, like you need to be soaked to your bones with this stuff to transform. And you also know that by fixing it, you could just kill them, but that like doesn't solve the underlying issue of rain that turns people into apparently mindless creatures with like cool sea throwing stars. But as to like, and you've also noticed that like most buildings seem to be doing a great job of keeping, like, if you stay dry, you should be fine. And you also like gotta figure that if there was more if like this was an issue everywhere, somebody would have said something by now. Like, there's no real talks about it in newspapers. Um, there's a radio broadcast going on right now, and it's just music. Like, there has been a "we interrupt you for this breaking report." There's been nothing. So yeah.
Okay. So deducing that the cult is obviously up to this,
You said Deuce.
how about can we find this cult
Yeah.
or cultists?
Where did it go? That's good.
Yeah. Okay. Where did it go?
Yeah. So they're probably like they probably got like a local branch close by. Like, they're probably like somewhere in New Haven. And considering this guy just mentioned they are like their deity is like water or mermaids, you would assume it'd be down by the shoreline. And like, hey, it's not like, it won't take you too long if you just get into a car and look down by the docks. Like, probably you'll find someone down there who will know something more. And then you also kind of go back to, you remember hearing gunshots before you came up here. And you have not heard any police sirens or anything since. So.
Oh.
Huh.
Hmm. I'm glad you said it as I was thinking it.
Yeah.
All right. So we're gonna jack a car, probably, lads. Unless anyone has a car here. Anybody drive?
Don't I? Yeah, I have a car.
Great. So I suggest we take the car and maybe we check out the gunshots or check out the docks. I don't necessarily know if those two are interconnected.
Yeah, you can definitely do that.
Oh
also
god,
got, like,
this
a
is
cool-
a fucking shit show.
You also
Ugh.
got a cool ghost friend. So. Ghost friend can come. Right, ghost friend?
I mean, I kind of assumed that was a given.
Yeah.
And I'm just gonna like casually walk out with that piece of armor because it looks cool.
You're just gonna take it?
Yeah, I'm just gonna be like, yeah. So by the way, I'm gonna like take this and like probably it's probably gonna be useful. So okay.
Yeah, this dude's just like doesn't try to stop you. He just like quizzically raises an eyebrow. Let me look into the camera and quizzically raise an eyebrow. Anyway, you get the point. Yeah, he doesn't like stop you, just kind of looks at you. So if you're wearing that, you get one armor. Actually probably two.
Cool.
Oh, that
It's heavy armor, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
All right, yeah. So I think what we're gonna do now is we're gonna take a quick drink break, and we'll come back
Cool.
and we'll convene at the at the wharf. Yes.
Cool.
Cool.
And we return. Hey, just before we cut in the rest of the crew here, a couple of minor things. Hey, if you've got an Amazon Prime account, link it. Give me that sub. Sub to me. It's like the last days of September where subs are new and returning subs are $1 off. That ends 1st of October, Thursday. I got a tip jar at streamlabs.com/bigbjarny. I would also appreciate it if you shared this with your friends, your family, your enemies. That one shit posting page that you're on Facebook that you don't ever really interact with, kind of want a reason to leave. Just drop a link to my channels and then get kicked out. That'll end great. Maybe. I don't know. We have a business email. That's shitlords.biz@gmail.com. You can email me things. I check it every day. Nobody emails me things, and it makes me feel sad and isolated and disconnected from the world that just decided to like light itself on fire, I guess. Other important things. Make sure you're registered to vote. It's almost November. Like, make sure you do that shit. Just like do it or don't. I mean, I would suggest doing it, but like if you really don't want to, I guess I can't make you. I can only strongly suggest it. Oh, hang on, let me. Oh, hey, wait a minute. I've made an oopsie. Now the desktop audio is back on. I forgot to.
Did you honestly mute me?
No, I just forgot to turn it back on. Kevin was imploring you to register to vote because, wow.
Because
you should do that.
Please, God, please, if you've got this debate open in the other window, you know why. You know why you need to vote.
I don't, because I have.
I don't
to run
even
a game.
care who you vote for.
Yes, you do.
Yes,
I do care. I absolutely care. But I'm
he
not
can't
gonna say it
on the
because
stream.
Because this stream is apolitical. I'm not gonna finish that sentence.
guys,
I mean,
my major is environmental policy. Guess who I want you to vote for?
Howie Hawkins.
it-
Use
Anyway,
your
let's move
context
on.
clues.
Vermin Supreme. Anyways,
Oh,
everyone
now, hang on,
take
wait a minute, wait a
deep
minute.
breath
Vermin
in.
Supreme.
Howie Hawkins. Wait,
Vermin
Joe
Supreme.
Jorgensen?
No,
you're friendly
Maybe.
fascist?
I don't know.
Vermin
Mac and
Supreme
I
cheese.
vote for
fascist?
mandatory toothbrushing laws and everybody gets a pony.
That's like the good kind of fascism, though.
I mean, yeah.
Hey, speaking
I
of
can't believe I just said that.
fascism, hey, we're playing a game set in the 1920s, and you find yourselves down at the docks. How was that segue? Was that was bad, huh?
Good enough.
Good enough. That's the motto of the
Good
stream.
enough for the government.
It's good enough. Yeah. So you make your way down to the wharf, and you're able to, kind of figure out where this gunfight took place, because of all the holes, bullet holes. But you don't see bodies, and like you kind of figured that like, there's a gangster shootout, and there's like, no bodies. You see a couple of warehouses, with doors pried open, abandoned vehicles. And the only real thing that you notice as you're pulling in, you do see a ship pulling out of the wharf.
What kind of ship is it?
Here, let me pick. Looks like that.
Is it a U-boat?
No, that's not a U-boat.
Is it a destroyer though?
No.
It looks like a decommissioned
It's
torpedo
where?
boat.
Hold on. Where is it? Louis' lunch?
USS Bagley TB-24. I'm not sure what this is. I'm unfamiliar with it.
As the resident maritime history expert, what the fuck is that?
Decommissioned torpedo boat.
Interesting.
Yeah. So you see that kind of just pulling out into harbor into the strange myth. I should also probably change it back so stop it. There we go.
Probably.
Yeah, that's
I fixed
probably
it. Smart. I'm a smart cookie.
you're a
I just-
cookie,
Yeah.
all right.
I just watched it load in. I have the jar that subs and stuff, and it dropped in, and one of the little things bounced out. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that happens.
Yeah, that's cool. I like that. I also like how if you don't think about it too hard, it looks like the table, the cup actually belongs on the table that I've set there.
Yeah, no, sometimes I look at that and I'm like,
That
oh,
is
that's
pretty
part
cool.
of the thing.
Yeah, that's why it's there. But yeah, anyway, so you have like a semi cleaned oh, thanks for the 200 island shell 2000 island shells towards the
I think
Hey,
that was me.
That
Oh,
was
me.
Kevin.
that was Kevin.
Thank you, Kevin.
I've raged 12. I'm gonna have to extend. But yeah, so there's this like bodiless crime scene, but there are like bullet holes, broken doors, cut out windows. Like two rival factions of a gang. They had a thing, but I'm gonna let you guys some detective work, or as some people might call it.
Hey, Tyler.
Yeah,
Can I roll to investigate a mystery?
yeah, that's kind of
Whoa.
what this is set up for. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, lowercase r. So it's gonna be a 9, buddy. My sharp is fuck. Fuck. Where is it? God damn, I fucking lost it. God damn it. Let's say +1. Can we say +1?
Yeah, we can have. Yeah, that's two questions. Two questions.
Yep.
Off this.
How many
What happened-
questions?
What can it? What is be?
1. What happened here?
So as you kind of look around and like you're familiar with this kind of thing. You're looking around and you see, you notice that the crates that have been moved to a particular warehouse, it's booze. Like yeah, this was clearly it looks like bootlegging, but like all the booze is still here. And you notice that like there are some weapons, are revolvers. Actually, they're almost revolvers, shotguns that are around. Clubs and and like all the cars are still there. It's as if someone has like all of these gangster bodies that would have been here. They seem to be the things taken. And then also like there was that rather large ship that just left as you were. So it looks like there was a shootout between gangsters and else, and the only thing taken wasn't the or the guns or like any like things you value for money, but the bodies. What is your second question?
What sort of creature is it?
So it looks like what did this was just people with guns. But as you kind of poke around, you do notice like there are you actually find you find two notebooks. One of them seems to be a record account for like payment of shipping and like shipping manifests, like basically the tell-all book for the local bootlegging operation. Um, which you as a bootlegger, damn, that's a good find. Because you could easily make
Yeah.
this your operation. But the
Yeah,
other thing you find is a
I'm gonna borrow that book.
oh yeah, no, absolutely.
Mhm.
A notebook that is bound in some crudely made leather that has a bunch of things drawn in it. Like usually you see like a lot of repeating patterns or symbols drawn with like it looks like it's almost drawn with rust in here. Um as you take a closer look, you know that's not rust, it's blood, and the leather it's made out of is man leather.
Oh yikes!
I thought you said Man Ray for my brain because you said man.
Man, right.
But like the way you said it, my brain was just like Man Ray. Clearly, duh.
Yeah. Uh
I was wrong.
no, it's made out of man leather. Or this is a human flesh bound written in blood cult ritual book. So
Exciting.
yeah, also like probably these days like that's not safe to touch with your hands. That's made out of people. And like it's not paper in there, it's parchment made out of skin. This book is 100% person.
What about the ink? Is it blood?
Yeah. It's
For fun.
is
Okay.
a yeah, it's nasty.
Oh, well, I must say that is. Oh my. Hi guys, I'm still here.
But there's like crates and crates full of booze. Or some people call it hooch, moonshine.
Is that what the gunshots were for?
Well, actually, as you're kind of poking around, you kind of figured the gunshots were probably originally fired by the gangsters who thought the people coming to the docks were, you know, the cops. EOI, because prohibition.
Don't forget about the Treasury Department.
Yeah, and the treasury. Don't
Hey,
forget
you
about
laughed.
that
That's
J.
when we got Al
Edgar.
Capone.
Yeah, don't forget about that J. Edgar Hoover guy. That Hoover guy. But so
Probably pretty close to the secret police right there. IRL.
I mean, yeah.
He ran the FBI until like the 70s.
Well, yeah.
Oh, I was about to make a. Nope. All right, Patrick, shut up. Nope.
Now that's like 20 years from now, my guy.
Actually,
Yeah. So
Patrick, you're better than this.
yeah.
I didn't say anything.
I did though.
I stopped myself.
I know. I just really wanted to say
So
that.
is anyone else doing any other things or that one guy looking?
Hey, I have a question.
Oh, so you asked what's happened here, what sort of creature is it, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll investigate as well.
Yeah, man.
Tyler, real quick, I have a question,
Yes.
a meta question about the game.
Yes, I have an answer for it.
Theoretically, could I roll to kick my own ass?
I mean,
A simple yes or no will suffice.
I'm gonna say no because if you want to hurt yourself, you can just deal harm to yourself equal to weapons property.
No, I want you to make us roll for it,
Just want that sweet.
just in case.
Hey,
Because then
when
it's a
you
win-win. I mean,
when
I'm
you-
not doing it now. I'm just future reference.
there are some moves out of other playbooks. I think the mundane has one when you go off for dangerous things alone by yourself. You mark experience. So if you wanted to
Yeah.
take that, that would be a great way to farm experience.
Hey Tar.
Yeah.
You said that there's like man stuff, right?
Yeah, there's the
Man
occult
stuff.
the occult book that's made out of human flesh with blood, and the papers parchments made out of flesh and made out of a man. This book is made out of a man, Captain.
Or multiple men.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yep.
it could be
Okay,
made out
cool.
of women too. Excuse you.
Cool. I take that absolutely. And I'm gonna try and
Well, hang on now before we
get
get into any of that.
to uncover the secrets.
Before we get into any of that, Cody, you rolled yourself a 7 here.
Correctamundo.
Yeah. So you get to ask now. Are you asking a question about crime scene or phenomenon of the esoteric?
I want to ask where the bitches go.
Probably
guess,
on that
where's
boat.
the boat?
Yeah.
Or rather, where's the boat going?
So you saw the boat. Looks like it's going out of New Haven Harbor into the Sound, where there is like you can look out in the Sound, and it's just like, man, I'd have a better chance of finding the bottom of my bowl of split pea soup than looking through this. So like you'd have to be like like really daring or really stupid to take out a boat, especially one of that size, out into the Sound in this kind of weather.
Got it. Anyways, Kevin, continue.
Okay. Tar, I would like to use magic to discover let me check my notes here. Uncover forbidden dangerous knowledge from this book.
Okay, yeah. And what?
Well, I'd like to do that.
You gonna roll for it, bud?
Got to roll to act under.
No, I do not, because I am willingly doing it.
Yeah, no.
I'm not even resisting a little bit.
Yeah, man. Yeah, roll. Roll. I assume what you're choosing
Would it be
is communicate with something that you do not share a language with.
Yeah, I don't think I share a language with book.
I don't know what those symbols mean.
That'll be weird.
Is typing. Yeah, that'd be weird. Oh, all right.
I rolled a 12.
Hey, man. I'm gonna DM you something. I know. I gotta type this out.
That's all good.
Oh, hey, it's over.
What is up?
Yeah. I thought his wife was a man at first.
I will give my thoughts when the stream is over.
Yeah, man. That's what the OnlyFans.
I'm
guy-
leaving any comments unpolitical right now.
Yep.
The comment. I missed the comment section. Oh, hey, I'm not even watching on Twitch. Oof.
There you go, Kevin.
Get on here, man.
That's for you. And then also like yeah, so you're able to you kind of get a vague understanding of like how this book works. Is you don't quite understand the language, but if you put your own blood into this book, it can like kind of act for a conduit for stuff like use magic or big magic. But this book has a lot of like you can kind of make out like it's kind of almost like pictograms or hieroglyphics where you can make out some things. Like there seems to be something about invoking the dragon's name to create bad weather and that kind of stuff. And if you spend time with it, you can probably learn how to control stuff like that by dealing harm to yourself. But you also know of a way to like make the fog go away for a bit now after reading this book. And you know, there's some other stuff, but that's a IDM use.
Yeah, I saw.
And you might be thinking, and viewers, you might be thinking, oh, but we don't get to know. Like, no, that's the whole point. I DM'd it to him is so that you, the viewers, don't get the plot twist later. And also the other players don't know. Yeah. So anyway, yeah, you have that. Austin.
No, that's okay.
That's okay. I'm all set with the blood magic stuff.
Let's do it.
There are.
Um.
Are we doing it?
Uh,
Looks to the person who does magic shit.
Yeah, let's do it. But Tyler is messaging me some stuff.
Oh, hey, we reached 10K for. Looks like we're 10K out of 31,700. They can't contribute.
Let's do some regular magic, big magic. What are we doing?
Big magic. Big magic.
Hell yeah, let's go for it.
The biggest of magics?
Yeah, man. All right, so here's. Gonna need all your friends to help you cast.
Okay.
You know, this is gonna have a specific side effect. Gonna need blood.
looking at you, Patrick.
Sorry, what? I don't do blood magic.
No, we just need some blood.
I don't have any.
Sure you do. You've
Yeah,
got
sure.
cheeseburger.
Yeah.
That's not. No.
I don't think that's.
No, that's exactly how that works, Tyler. Look, we can have purple rain. Why can't this work like that?
No.
Remember, chat, that's Tyler's I'm not entertaining this line of questioning voice.
It is. If we were playing Wendy's, then yes, we could absolutely do it that way. But we're not, so no.
Tyler, is that side effect thing something that I can
For the big magic?
prevent? Yeah. No, I mean the side effect thing that you told me about. That
No,
you
that's
sent me.
if you take column A, you will get column B and then also column C.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That's the if then because.
It's both side effect. It's both downsides with the upside.
Yes. And when you're doing this big magic, magic, you're gonna blood from your. Like there is a chance if poorly something bad could happen to you. Except you're the hex, so something bad could happen to someone else.
Okay. Yeah, Tyler. You know what I did. I took your deal.
Oh, good.
Can I roll to help out, or do I not need to?
No, you do not need to.
You're. So I'm just gonna roll magic.
Yeah. We're also gonna on harm.
Oh, that's your DMs. That's not the right place.
Kevin trying to slide into those DMs.
Those direct.
Hey, guess what? I just found a picture.
Oh boy!
Oh boy.
Oh boy!
Hey, all right, here we go. That's
Hey,
a
real quick.
that's a
No,
big
sorry,
ass
no.
win.
Hey guys, we're getting a lot of experience.
Yeah. So Kevin, mark experience.
Okay.
Now this can succeed. You got some options. You could use a point of luck and just works. Don't mark experience. Or you can mark experience, and then also there will be a price to pay. But this will.
You know what? For the sake of the narrative, let's do the price to pay later.
Oh, okay, cool, awesome.
Ooh, good choice.
Yeah. So you
There you go, Tyler. I got you a gift. It's that roll.
Yeah. So you put the blood in this book, and things seem to be going fine, and then you feel like hail. And you're like, and then you kind of like you feel like everything's gonna go to shit, and then it works, but it feels like a piece of you is gone afterward. And of course, like everyone else watching this is like eyes are glowing, and she's chanting something in maybe that's a language. You're not quite sure. But the fog and the rain disappear. And you see sun comes out. And it like starts to warm up pretty quickly. And you can still see this really big ship. It's leaving the harbor, but you kind of see that it's going up the coastline to the east. Like it's making for Rhode Island almost. So
Or New London.
No,
or
No,
or
you
Please
can't.
don't
Stop.
say Madison. Don't say Madison.
Madison.
No.
I mean,
or Old
it's
Saybrook,
going.
or
Guys, it's going north up the coast from New Haven. There's like 18 towns.
Patrick, I don't know how to tell you this, but you said north? Connecticut coastline runs mostly east-west, dog.
Me, you know what he means.
going in a general away from here. not.
He said Rhode Island, Lee.
Yeah, Rhode Island.
Rhode Island Lee.
Yeah, Rhode Island. It's gonna go run over. It's gonna go run over.
No, this boat's gonna fail to yield in a roundabout. Let's be
There we go.
honest. If it's heading into Rhode Island.
Yep, there we
Fucking
go.
A.
It'll fail to
Oh,
yield
it's
in
the
the
Noir, so
boat
it's coming
roundabout.
back.
Yeah, so anyway, this is going. So what do you guys do now that you have found like rain's gone, so that's kind of not a thing anymore. And you could choose to go after this boat, or you could choose to report all this illegal contraband to the proper authorities, or like what do you do now? Because like,
But like we could profit.
Meets a bootlegger, right?
Boat.
Mead, isn't your character a bootlegger?
Yes.
We were just gifted a very large amount of alcohol.
Side plot.
Yeah,
we
but
put-
how are we gonna move this much fucking alcohol, Kevin?
Mead, I don't know if you're aware, but I've got this hip new thing called magic.
Oh yeah. I forgot about that.
Can I pick up the alcohol bottles? Am I able to do that?
yeah,
He's invisible, and I have magic. I
lay-
think we can do this.
I lay,
But
I
Kevin,
lay I lay
Bo.
on my back and go, all right, guys, stop stacking them on my back.
wait,
I'll carry them
Can-
like a
can-
boat.
can we hear? Can we hear him?
yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
So?
okay.
We can hear him, but we can only sometimes see him.
Feel around, and you may find me.
I thought you were
what's your name again?
incorporeal. Olivia.
Well, no, you can feel the like a coldness when you're near him.
So the drinks can
Sorry,
also be
isn't
chilled when
Patrick
they're
a her
delivered.
too?
Good.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we're doing this.
Okay. Yeah, so you guys you guys spent some time and I'm sure that one of y'all have a place to hide all this booze from the authorities before you go up. And before we end, hey, did you when you filled out your sheet, you mentioned that there's an option for there to be there's a police detective that's made it his personal goal to put. Did you check that?
I'm sorry. What? You.
Oh,
Did you
sorry.
check the police detective box on your
Yeah.
character sheet?
And
Yes.
and his name is
That I think that was Burt Macklin.
yeah. Well, I mean, so after you guys are like smuggle all this stuff away, hide it. You do notice, like, it is now a normal day, a normal March 13th. And it is, it's sunny, and the police do eventually show up to the the warehouse because they got report of a shooting, and they're just like, the only thing here is an empty warehouse and bullet holes. I also assume that you being savvy business don't just guns.
Well,
No.
yeah, we're
Well, of
savvy
course not.
business, right?
And Detective Macklin is around. He doesn't notice you guys though, not yet because you're far enough away. But you do hear him having conversation with some of his officers, and there's also a guy in a suit that he is talking to. There's actually two guys in suits that he's talking to. And they both like just.
I'd like to point out I also checked the Friends on the Force box too, so like that might be.
Oh yeah, no, I'm sure that's gonna come up. But you see these guys talk, and then Detective Macklin walks away, and you see a rather heated exchange between guys in suits. They get in their own cars and drive away. Yeah. So you guys have a
I'd like to roll to kill J. Edgar Hoover before he becomes an asshole.
I mean, we can. That's later. That's later. Um, yeah. So let's talk about. Um, Cody, did we conclude the current mystery?
No.
Cody,
The
what was?
fog's gone, bud.
Yeah,
The
what was
fog's
mystery?
gone, but
Yeah.
like, I guess like if that's considered the mystery, then yes.
Yeah, because you also we also know what caused the fog. Fault. They made and they're gone. Now the mystery
For
is
now.
where did they go? Right?
True. Okay, so yeah, I'd say
That's a
Hey.
new mystery.
Hey, Cody, did you guys save someone from death or
I don't think so.
Cody, did you guys learn about the world?
Yes.
Give me a thing that we've
We learned about the Dagon thing from the thrift shop dude.
Yeah, man. That's good. Cody, did we learn something new and important about one of the
Yes.
what was it?
We discovered Patrick, or Jonathan,
Yeah.
rather.
Alright, that's yeah, so everyone mark
Dope.
Uh,
One away.
hey, ding.
Ding. Love Ding.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, remember how many fucking throws I
No,
cocked
no,
up?
I'm not. I'm not. Are you kidding me about you? Are you kidding me about me?
Again?
Yeah,
Nice.
because I am bad at rolling.
Yeah, man.
High five!
Yeah.
So do I level up if all the
Yay.
boxes are checked, or?
Yes, you do.
Okay, so that's a ding for me.
Oh, hey, all right. So I guess because you're a bit newer to
All of us level up, right? Patrick, did you level up?
I am not, no.
are you away?
I'm one away.
At just mark.
Okay. Thanks, bud.
I mean, look, because I feel like let's do a level up all together so we can talk about it, right?
Yeah, makes sense.
Okay.
You get one for failing your hide roll, Patrick. Or your cheeseburger roll. I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, it's just more about hey, let's make
Because
this
I was a floating cheeseburger. And
let's
pizza
make this
salad.
easy to discuss and not like have to pause mid time next week.
Right.
Um,
Makes sense. Cool.
at error. Yeah, so you've leveled up. So you get one of these cool improvements. Can get +1 charm. Max out to +1 charm. Max. Take another romantic ally or
Interesting.
what do you I know considering everyone else levels up if you guys want to also be thinking of questions. If you're doing something, just let me know what your question. Ask them.
I'm just gonna up my sharp so
Yep.
that I don't have negative sharp and I can actually be useful when like doing things.
Yep, sounds good to me.
Teller.
Yeah.
I am looking into the third eye move from the Spellslingers playbook
Oh yeah, that's
to
pretty
add
good.
to mine.
I have that. Yeah, I was gonna say like you're probably gonna want that or forensic.
No, it's third eye.
Okay. What does that do?
Uh,
So what it does is when I read a bad situation, I can open up my third eye for a moment to take in extra information. Take +1 hold on any result of 7 or more. Plus you can see invisible things. On
Oh,
a
yeah.
miss, you may still get 1 hold, but you're exposed to supernatural danger. Unfiltered hidden reality is rough on the mind.
Wow, that sounds great for what we just talked about.
Yup.
Woo!
That's why I took it.
Yeah.
Because it actually makes sense.
I'm taking an additional move, and I'm taking the power of love.
The power of love.
Try to save a good man.
Yes.
Aw.
If your guy is another hunter, this applies to help you. Nice.
I feel like that's a useful thing to have.
Oh yeah, no.
Definitely.
Then, guy.
Hi. I need to find the book. It's in Louis' lunch, isn't it? Hey. Oh, damn you. No, it's not. Oh, god damn it. Alright. Okay. Alright. Alright. Wait, hold on. Hold on.
Holding.
No, not the wrong. Wait, I'm too far down. I'm too far down. Yeah. Okay. Improve. Ooh.
Dash of mi-
Hmm. 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 God, this is hard.
Decisions.
I got a couple.
I'm thinking of either taking another crooked move or getting +1 to my sharp. Yeah.
Driver.
I was gonna go with Notorious actually.
Oh yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah, okay, I'll do that then. And let me check that. Take another crooked move. Okay. Alright.
Yeah.
Sir
so-
Patrick,
Yes.
what are you leveling up with?
I'm just doing the ability score improvement.
Oh.
to sharp,
negative.
so I can actually be useful.
Well, I think with all that, schedule's all as planned. Next to 9. Kevin, what's deal? What are you and Brian doing tomorrow? What's up with that? Want to tell these folks, or is that just gonna be a surprise for tomorrow?
Yeah, no, I'll talk about it. Tomorrow we're doing what we like to call a night school takeover. Wherein Brian and I are going to Hey Patrick,
Your audio's coming through.
what you listening to there, bud?
The debate.
Something about the debate.
So were we.
Oh.
Anyway, night school takeover tomorrow night at the usual time. But Brian and I are playing Far Cry 5. It's a game where we take down a cult that blindly worships their leader. And we're playing as sheriff's deputies in Hope County, Montana. And we are going to try and take down a doomsday cult using only shovels and bows. They all have guns.
Yeah. So with that, do we have any closing words before I hit the button here?
Next on a very special episode of Clone High.
Clone High.
Yep.
Wait,
Hey, if you haven't watched Clone High, watch Clone High.
The debate ended not that long ago. This is your one reminder again, or your second reminder of the day to please make sure you're registered to vote and do that.
Yeah.
And vote early. Don't wait until the last minute, especially if you're mailing it in.
Vote early, vote often.
Wait, no, don't do that.
No,
That's
that
illegal.
second one is a crime.
Kevin.
Vote once.
Kevin.
Vote early, but vote once. And don't let the president tell you that the post office is corrupt.
Yeah.
I mean, if anything, it would be corrupt in his favor, technically, because he's in charge of it.
It is now.
If.
Back in the day when we had a good postmaster general. Guys, this is the first administration I've ever had to know who the postmaster freaking general was. Okay?
Hey, why doesn't the postmaster general have like a unit? I want to give the postmaster general like an obscenely expensive and unnecessary uniform, military-esque uniform. Why? Because he has general in his title, and the surgeon general has a proper uniform. Why not the postmaster general?
Guys,
let's
has anybody ever known who the postmaster general was? Because I didn't. This
I
has
usually
been
forget that
Tabletop
that's a
Tuesday.
position.
Join us next time on the Post Road in New Haven as we solve some more mysteries about a cult, probably.
Yeah, man. Got you on the flip. These tater tots are out. And by that I mean